crypto, the notion that SEC Chairman Gary Gensler is quitting has swept Twitter. John Deaton, an attorney who is in favor of XRP, has responded. In recent news, cryptocurrency attorney John Deaton has spoken out about his predictions for XRP's future value. Bitcoin, BTC, is the biggest cryptocurrency by market value, and Deaton thinks XRP's prospects of reaching its price all-time high of $3.84 rely on BTC. However, XRP has yet to cross $1. Judge Annalisa Torres's recent finding that XRP is not a security has not helped the cryptocurrency break the $1 barrier. Judge Torres's decision was highly anticipated by many in the XRP ecosystem, and the result was a large price increase for XRP. However, against widely held beliefs, the value of the digital currency did not skyrocket after the judgment. John Deaton, who is acting on behalf of XRP investors, had lofty goals for the token. Deaton recently addressed concerns that the cryptocurrency market has seen only modest price increases so far this year in a tweet. Some holders, he said, are disappointed because their expectations were not reached. Even with the verdict in its favor, the pro-XRP attorney predicted that XRP wouldn't set a new record high since, like all other cryptocurrencies, it gets its power from Bitcoin BCE. Still, he had expected the price to surge above the $1 barrier, which likewise never happened. Expectations are key, John Deaton tweeted. When asked about my predictions for the price of XRP, I responded that I didn't think it would reach an ETH, even after a favorable judgment, although I did anticipate it to break $1 honestly unless we were in a complete bull market headed by Bitcoin. But until Bitcoin does, I won't get my hopes up that anything else will breach its ETH. To all the doubters, facts are facts, and you can't argue with them. The value of XRP increased by almost 70 after the verdict was announced. Yet it still couldn't break the 84 cents barrier. This highlights the need of tempering expectations and remembering the volatile nature of the digital currency ecosystem. Deaton continues to have some tempered optimism about the future of XRP. While he recognizes that breaking the $3.84 as said over 6 years ago is very implausible, he is certain that he can break the $1 barrier. However, according to Deaton, this is contingent on the price of Bitcoin, etc., retesting its all-time high. He does not anticipate major positive momentum in the price of XRP until such a breakthrough happens. According to CoinMarketCap, the current price of XRP is $6,337, down 10 from a month ago. Investors keep an eye on XRP's price movement to see how Bitcoin ADC could affect the cryptocurrency's overall value. The Bank of England and the UK Treasury issued a consultation document yesterday on the digital pound, a central bank digital currency, CBT for the United Kingdom. In its 116-page study, the Bank of England lays out the framework for the CBC and the rationale for contemplating its introduction. The Bank of England, BOE, looks at Ripple's interledger protocol for synchronous payment settlement in a recent paper. The Bank of England's new action exemplifies the growing interest of central banks in blockchain. The article is titled Ripple, Exploring the Synchronized Settlement of Payments Using the Interledger Protocol. The Ripple protocol, which allows for synchronized settlement across various ledgers, has caught the attention of the BOE because of the potential influence it may have on the international payments market. The protocol might be used to connect different types of payment networks, such as those used by banks in digital assets. The major objective of the protocol is to provide a reliable and efficient payment system. The effects of integrating Ripple's protocol with Archie's systems at the Bank of England are discussed in the article. With the advent of integrated payment systems, business deals may be finalized much more quickly and efficiently than before. Earlier this year, the Bank of England and the Treasury undertook a public consultation to get a better understanding of the potential applications of CBC, namely the digital pound, in British society. In the realm of finance, CBC is making rapid strides. The European Union's authorities are now investigating the matter of the digital euro. The XRP coin was created to provide cheaper, more decentralized transaction processing outside of traditional banking systems and centralized data repositories. XRP transfers provide advantages for international transactions because to its trustlessness, speed, and low cost. The coin, which debuted in 2012, is working toward one of the industry's largest ambitions. The XRP ledger, the software that allows for the usage of XRP, has advocates who have proposed a new way to run blockchains that they say is more suited for transactions. For the Bitcoin blockchain, anybody may contribute processing power, verify transactions, and protect the underlying software. When it comes to network security and transaction validation, however, the XRP ledger places restrictions on user participation. The symbols Ripple and XRP appear interchangeably in certain writings. Ripple is a for-profit corporation that promotes and supports XRP, the software that underlies it, the XRP ledger, and a number of other efforts with an emphasis on transactions. Archer is a cryptocurrency, XRP is a cryptocurrency. However, the business is insistent that these are two different things. 1 year after the XRP ledger project's inception, in September 2012, Ripple was created under the moniker OpenCoin. Ripple Labs changed its name from OpenCoin to Ripple in 2015. The XRP ledger was once known as the Ripple Open Payment System and the Ripple Consensus Ledger before eventually settling on its current name. The XRP community is still enthusiastic about the proposed XL's 30th update, which is part of a longer-running effort to integrate an automated market maker, AM, into the XRP ledger, XRP. Ripple's Chief Technology Officer David Schwartz has shed light on the possible gains that XL's 30 might provide to traders and liquidity providers. Schwartz's remarks were a retort to a lengthy debate started by prominent member of the XRP community Louis Jackson on X, formerly Twitter. Jackson observed that he was unable to offer useful information on profitability despite his efforts to explain the process of the forthcoming exploit. Schwartz brought attention to an intriguing invariant inside the AM that traders may depend on. Nonetheless, he assured us that if the AM's code is error-free, traders may depend on this invariant. You may recall that Schwartz had previously discussed the mechanics of the AM's trading technique. Traders are rewarded with LPL liquidity provider tokens if they contribute two assets such as XRP and USD to a common pool. These tokens stand for the dealer's stake in the common pool. Schwartz claims that the architecture of the native XRP guarantees that the trader will always be able to exchange these ELF tokens for an amount of both assets that, when multiplied, is equal to the value of the assets the trader first submitted to the liquidity pool. Schwartz provided an example to help explain his point. In his Mayup scenario, XRP would be trading for 50 cents per coin. For example, he said that a trader might purchase ELP tokens for $5 by contributing 10 XRP, 50 cents each, to the liquidity pool. Importantly, when the trader cashes in his LP tokens for XRP and USD, the total amount of XRP and USD and the total amount of XRP and USD's back will never be less than 50. In addition, the underlying algorithm always tries to improve the pool's total worth so that the sum of its assets never decreases. This guarantees that a buyer or seller will always get at least the amount they put in, if not more. There is no question that the XRP ledger AM has tremendous profit creation potential, but there are also several factors to consider. Jackson observed that a number of variables, including market circumstances, trade volume, asset pairings, and fee structures, make it difficult to predict precise returns from an AM. In addition, Molly Elmore responded to Jackson's observation by expressing sadness about the transience of material things. When the value of assets placed into a liquidity pool experiences fluctuations, this occurrence may have an impact on the providers of that pool. Traders taking part in the XL's 30 DM need to be aware of this risk and evaluate how much they are willing to take in order to make a